Yeah, Close the doors, walk across the corridor. We got something to show you. Media is our repertoire. Fed up with the same news, no channel to use. Cruise control mentalities, here we offer you. We gon' show you a new way. The content, it never strays from positive and uplifting. Once a week, the scope gifted. With the presence of your eyes, what a distraction. Beautiful to soul, especially in action. This year not ration, came in abundance. Films like in Sundance, tech like the pop art. Tachi Queen, you are Curtis, a beast heart. You must carry, cause MCs they all vary and seldom do they motivate. World full of hate, we serve the hope on a plate across different platforms. Let's hear a buffet, hydration like Boucher. Don't focus on a day, we always here for you. MediaScope when you emotionally broke. Settle in our knowledge and conversations, gon' make them yours. What we run is Olympic, now your hands on the torch. Take it easy like Sundays on the porch. MediaScope when you emotionally broke. Settle in our knowledge and conversations, gon' make them yours. What we run is Olympic, now your hands on the torch. Take it easy like Sundays on the porch. Now you award winning with no award tours. This culture meets the art. Podcast with the heart and essence of the growth. The power's in the people. Without you, we ain't equal. What we lack is ego. We're back now, so here we go. Run the show like Arsenio. Episodic, our rituals, minds change through visual. Representation of our nation and its differences. Some explanation of our uniqueness and innocence. Mass media's intention is to desensitize. We raise the wise and knowledge is power. Without it, we turn coward and proud of a known product. Like we can take it with us. I wish the greats were still alive and here.
I was muted. What's up, everyone? Welcome to another season of the Liveness Media Tech and Pop Culture Show with the side of fun and foolishness and snacks. This is MediaScope. If you don't know who I am by now, let me introduce myself. My name is Tachi, media professor, filmmaker, media content producer, also a journalist. I am joined by this guy behind the scenes who likes to make trouble, still hasn't learned anything. He still comes to make trouble. His name would be MC Curtis. Are you there?
I am. What's going on, Dr. Tachi? How are you?
Fine. You sound so excited to be here.
Yeah.
Can't muster up a little bit of energy, can you? Huh?
Those tryouts.
Tryout? What tryouts? Oh, for dance?
Yeah, you got it.
Did you wear the gold platforms this time? That's what I need to know.
You had a different routine.
Oh, wow. What's this routine like? Please share. Please share. I need to know. Are there flips involved?
A couple here now.
How about splits?
Yeah, no splits. No splits for me.
No splits?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I need proof. And I'm sure that the MediaScope audience needs proof of this too. We need social proof. We need pictures and or video. So get to work on that one.
Absolutely.
Wow. And look who is here. So we've got Valerie Oakley. Valerie, hey, and she's giving us the hearts. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Joan Balcom, good evening to you as too. And look who is here. Zoila says, good evening, Dr. T. Hello. Or hi, Dr. T. Hello. Valerie Oakley is demonstrating what you do, Curtis, the flips and splits.
It's so funny. It's hilarious.
We've got everybody. We've got all we need, but we're missing. Are you a little thirsty, MC?
I am. I am. I'm not sure where that.
Yeah, I don't know where our libation vendor is. So we shall wait because the queen of
because my cup is empty.
Your cup is.
It's empty. You know that.
You couldn't wait to do that, could you? Your cup has been empty for like almost 2 months now, and so you're like.
That's that last little corner. You know how you kind of tilt the cup sideways and you move this. You start slurping and you move the straw around and around.
Know how you tilt the cup sideways and
So Serena,
the
where
rest
are
of
you?
us drink like normal human. So, Serena, I'm sending out feelers and vibes. If anyone knows where our food truck is, please tell her to get here expediently. And look who is here. Troublemaker number 2. Levok is in the
Oh,
building,
Levi. Hey, what's up, man?
and he has put beer and chocolate, a winning combination. You want ice? Well, Levok, you're going to have to wait till the food truck gets here because she's the one that has the ice machine.
Well, he's gonna get ice because he brought beer.
I can't stand it. Fine. The ice is for Levok. Great. Elizabeth Williams, hello, Elizabeth. Good to see you. Joan says she thinks that the food truck is stuck in traffic. She left some time ago. I don't know if there's another snowstorm coming or what, but we're missing our food truck.
Yes.
What's going on? What's going on? You just got hired, and already here we go. But that's okay. No worries. All right. Well, as we wait for the food truck to come and grace us so that we can have some things, Levok has so graciously put some beer and chocolate in the chat. Go ahead, grab a beer, not UMC. Grab a beer, grab some chocolate, and we'll get to it. Could I have the intro for the media part, please? The food truck blew a tire, did it, Levi? Do you know something I don't know?
Right.
And Valerie says you had one job. Exactly. One damn job, Serena. You have one job. And she was on IG too. She had the food truck there. So I don't know if she had to go by Costco and restock. I don't know what she's doing. But we need our food truck.
You had one job, Serena.
One job, Serena. One. We didn't ask you to walk and chew gum. One job. One. Sheesh. That's okay. Let me find out you're in somebody's stream partying. Let's find that out. Well, I'm sure you know MC because you were the one that called her out when she was the nicest. You spread all her business to the entire audience.
Yeah,
Wasn't me.
She ain't been right since because I ain't get no more messages. Hey, by the way, check this out. Nothing, girl. It was empty.
Oh, Lord. Where's my fan? This calls for my fan. Here we go, man. That's a hot one. It's actually too hot to be wearing this. I don't know why I am, but I am. So Valerie Oakley is having a good time. So is Zoila. And guess who's here? Nadine, the artist extraordinaire. She says, hello, everyone. Well, hello to you, Nadine. It's so good. You know what I didn't do? I did not give you guys the hug to let you know I certainly appreciate you being here. You could be wasting time anyplace else, but you chose to waste time with us. And we're sorry we don't have imaginary snacks to give you. And that would be a one Queen of Food Truckery Minister of Libations fault. So, Levok said, now appearing in the luge, Chocolate Thunder 22. That's what he was practicing for, in case you didn't know, Levok. You thought this was a joke. He really was.
That's actually kind of cool. I said, that's actually kind of cool. I gotta give myself an applaud for that one.
You see how he does? He can applaud himself. But there'll be all sorts of great things that go on, and the applause is nowhere to be heard. But he'll clap for himself. I guess you deserve clapping. Anybody who dances in gold platforms and does flips deserves it with white socks with the green ring.
And
what
does
happened?
The luge. And does the luge too.
And does a luge in gold platform shoes with white knee socks.
As I'm cracking my knuckles, getting ready for the.
Oh, goodness. All right. Well, let's get to it. We've got quite a few things that we have to talk about today. And, I have promised myself that this season we need to get out of here on time. So we are going to get out of here by 7 o'clock. As Daddy Pope used to say on Scandal, come hell or high water, and I am the hell and the high water. Do you remember that?
Mm-mm.
You didn't watch Scandal. I keep asking you these pop
No, I
culture
didn't.
references. You did?
No, I did not watch Scandal.
Oh, okay. You were about to surprise me if you said, yes, I did watch Scandal. Everybody watched Scandal, so I figured you did too.
So that was with Kerry
Kerry Washington.
Kerry Washington. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And a whole slew of other folks. Yes, yes. It seems so long ago now that Scandal was on and was the hottest thing since sliced platforms, since sliced gold platforms. So
You just had to go there, huh?
I did. I'm trying to go there every time. Oh, Nadine says she loves the luge. That's a great event. That's a great event.
It is. It actually is.
The funny thing is, okay, I remember the Nigerians they had a bobsled team.
Mm-hmm.
Snow in Nigeria. Anyway. But just like the Jamaicans had a bobsled team. And I guess you could practice and do all of that, but it's interesting that, it's countries with no snow and
Right. Right.
yeah, but good for you. Anyway, here we go. All right. So could I have actually before we get to photo one, I talked a little bit about this on the IG Live, our pre-show. Probably nobody cares too much about it, but the Oscar nominations have been announced. Did you hear any of them, MC?
Mm-mm.
Uh-huh. I try to give you the benefit of the doubt without saying I know you didn't hear them, because maybe one day you're going to surprise me and say, well, yes, I actually watched the show from beginning to end. So,
Yeah,
but
I
that day
surprised
is not
myself on that
today.
one. I
You
would
said
surprise.
what?
I would surprise myself on that one too.
And all of us. But
Yeah.
clearly today is not the day that happened. So I am going to give you. They announced it not yesterday, day before yesterday. Had to have been Monday. Yeah. So I actually watched it via YouTube. There's something about watching the nominations live I like. So I announced them here, and I'm going to talk about the best picture. I'm going to point you toward the internets for and CNN. I'm getting this information from CNN. I like the way they have it all out because they were doing it live. So as each category came out, they posted it live. It's like a live thread. So the nominations for best picture are Belfast, Coda, Don't Look Up, Dune, King Richard, Licorice Pizza, Nightmare Alley, The Power of the Dog, and A West Side Story. So those are the nominees for Best Picture. Let's give you the benefit of the doubt. Have you seen any of these, MC?
I did. I seen King Richard, and I seen
Okay.
Don't Look Up. I liked it. I actually liked Don't Look Up. It was quirky, but it was actually kind of a cool movie. I liked it.
Go ahead and clap
I,
for yourself, MC. Clap for yourself.
I be
You have
well.
managed to surprise us. Blow me down. You saw it. I am very surprised. All right. So, and the thing is, I haven't seen any of these yet. So you liked Don't Look Up. You thought it was quirky. What about King Richard?
I thought King Richard was actually well done. I mean, there are times when
Okay.
because he was just you haven't seen it, but yeah, there are times that he just kind of
You're not going to spoil it for me. Go ahead.
there were times where he just kind of got on my nerves because it's just like all these opportunities that were before him, but because of his, I think maybe I don't know, lack of knowledge. Some I guess I'm thinking maybe, but maybe he had a bigger plan. So I guess it sounds like he had a bigger plan and it worked out for him. So it was a good movie though.
Well, it worked out for them. So
Yeah,
whatever he
absolutely.
didn't get to then, that opportunity probably was not for him. So, all right. And let me ask those of you in the audience and those of you that are going to be listening in the Bahamas tomorrow, if you've seen any of the pictures that I've mentioned as that are nominated for Best Picture. Let's see. MC Brooks is an overachiever. That he is. I'll give him that. Jasmine Graham is here. What's up, Jasmine? It says,
That's funny.
you surprised Jasmine.
Oh, really?
She said, color me surprised. Go MC Curtis.
Hey, one other thing with King Richard, man, I was so sick and tired of him getting beat up.
He got beat up?
Yeah, he got beat up by the local thugs because they were like essentially like, who are you? Who do you think you are? But he got beat up, and to the point where they were actually starting to protect him. But I was like, dude, get up, punk. Fight back. But yeah.
I guess. Now, what if it were you?
Yeah, it wasn't, but
clearly you would have just kicked them with your platforms, and that would have been the end.
Yeah,
that would have been the end.
He got strangled with the lace.
Wait, he got strangled with the lace?
No. I was just saying you mentioned.
Okay. I was like, okay, that is all on top of injury if that happened.
No.
Wow. No, but see, but think about it. You've got two for the price of one in terms of a weapon, the actual chunky heel and the laces.
And the
you
lace.
got yourself some prime weapons there.
Absolutely.
Wow. Anyway, hopefully you won't have to use that.
Get a good flossing.
Are your teeth that far apart that you can floss with shoelaces?
No, I was talking about if someone was trying to beat me up, they get strangled with the lace or get a good flossing.
The views expressed by MC Curtis.
Did I say that right? Or
I don't know. The only thing I know about flossing is teeth. Is that what you meant?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You had this look on your face. Maybe I thought.
No, because I'm picturing somebody actually trying to floss with shoelaces, which, unless your teeth are super far apart, is impossible.
Yeah.
Most people can't do that. So I don't know anybody who could do that. Anyway. TMI, Curtis.
I know. I felt like there was like a TMI moment. So yeah.
Opal is here. Hey, Opal. And she says King Richard was a lesson in no nonsense parenting.
Absolutely.
101.
Absolutely.
Wow. And I can probably say for sure that most of us on here today were raised with no nonsense parenting. Parents didn't play back in the day. Anyway, well, good for Will Smith and King Richard and all of the nominees. I, again, have not seen any of these. Opal, let me know if you've seen any of these films. Valerie says, what have you tuned into? Oh, my sister, you've tuned into fun and foolishness. Media tech and pop culture with fun and foolishness. That's what you've tuned into. And welcome to the fold. Cross over to the dark side. You're here now. No need to leave. All right, so let's keep going off of that. And I had no picture for that. I don't know why I'm jumping. It's a little jumpy, so I apologize, guys. Off of that, and we're going to go to, could I have photo one, please? Let's talk a little bit about Amazon. We talked about this on IG. Let's get a little bit deeper into it. So, do you have Amazon Prime, MC?
I do.
Great. Did you know about the price hike?
Ooh, man, I just wanted to faint. Yeah, I did. But so, I didn't actually.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You're about to tell us. I'll wait.
No. Go ahead. You didn't actually. We need to know. You didn't actually what?
Well, I didn't know if there were additional benefits for the price hike. So I'll let you share that.
Wait, additional benefits? Oh, that's rich. That's a good one. Additional benefits. Well, let's go through this and see if you see any additional benefits that I missed. I maybe didn't go through this with a fine-tooth comb. Perhaps you can show me where I'm wrong and mistaken, and all of us.
Right, right.
So Amazon Prime is increasing to $139 per year. That is up 17%, folks. Yeah, no more Starbucks for you. So that's for the price of Prime memberships in the US, with the annual fee jumping from $119 to $139. This is the first increase for Amazon in nearly 4 years. And additionally, the monthly is going up from $12.99 to $14.99, because that's what I do. I usually pay every month. It's probably cheaper. It is cheaper if I just did it by the year, but I'm just like, whatever. And I just do it every month. So if you're paying $12.99 a month, it's going to now be $14.99. Let's stop playing. $13 to $15. $15
Well,
a
you know
month.
what? I actually thought it was 20. And I think I told someone else that it was 20. So I'm glad to hear that it is only 14, not
No, overall, the price of a yearly is going up about is $20. It's a $20 hike from
oh, okay,
119
gotcha.
to 139, right? So
Gotcha.
overall, yes, for the yearly memberships, it's a hike, $20, but for the monthly, it's going up $2.
Hmm.
But still, you know what I could
Yeah.
do with $2
Yeah, that's an additional $24.
a year? Yeah,
Mhm.
that's $24 a year if you're doing the monthly plan. That's one less dental floss that I could get from the dollar store, because now everything is $1.25, so I can't get two.
At the dollar store?
Yeah, Dollar Tree. Most things now are $1.25. Remember we talked about that?
Jeez. So Dollar Tree is going to be coming in like what's that that finger hut?
Oh gosh, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Yeah.
That 1980s flashback, Finger Hut?
Mhm.
Wow. But yeah, everything was $1. There are still some things that are $1, but most things have gone up to $1.25 at Dollar Tree. And Dollar Tree is the last remaining dollar store chain. So if you live in New York City, there's like 99-cent stores and other places. So, but as far as a chain, that is the only remaining chain. And they also own, it's the same company as Family Dollar, which is not $1.
Oh, I was just
Most
going to say that. Oh, very interesting. I didn't know that.
Family
Okay.
Dollar and Dollar Tree are the same company, but
Hmm.
most things are, shall we say, normal price at Family Dollar. I don't know why dollar is in there. So,
No.
in any case, so let's keep going with that. So the last time they raised the prices, like I said, was 4 years ago in 2018. But rest assured, if you are an existing Prime member, you're not going to feel that punch, or that, yeah, it is a punch, not even a pinch. You're not going to feel that punch until after March 25th, on the date of your next renewal. So if you are due in March before the 25th, you probably won't see anything really until April. But so after March 25th, you will see that if you're an existing Prime member. But if you're new, it takes effect February 18th. So,
Jeez.
yeah, but it doesn't apply for those of you who are subscribers to Amazon Prime's standalone TV service or content service. That still stays $8.99 for now. So, anyway, I care about this because I use Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime is how I get content, but shipping. That's what I use it for, shipping.
Right.
And then the other thing is just a caveat, because I don't know about you all. There are some good things on Amazon Prime, but left to myself alone, if it wasn't for the shipping, I probably would not, and I've said this before, I probably would not subscribe to Amazon Prime on its own. The
Yeah,
shipping is
absolutely.
what draws me, and
Yeah,
the
same
video
here.
is a caveat.
Yeah, same here.
And you can, get some movies, rent some movies. You don't have to go to, nobody goes anymore to like a red box. There are very few of those anymore, or like, to go and rent movies anymore. Everybody streams them.
Yeah, there used to be the Red Box. It used to be
Yeah.
outside the 7-Eleven or different convenience stores. That's where I see most of
And
them.
grocery stores
Yeah,
too,
grocery
like in
stores,
the
right?
when you
Right.
first go in the grocery store, there was a red box. But my thing is like most people, look, we are the laziest society ever. Which and I'm a part of that laziness because I really don't want to go. I remember the days very well, and it wasn't that long ago when I would teach, teaching film classes, and I would need to get what's name, and if I had not ordered it in time from like Netflix, the DVD, I'm like, okay, I gotta go and see if they have this at Blockbuster. And there used to be a Blockbuster around the corner from my university. So I would have to go there. And this was still in the 2000s. So it wasn't that long ago that Netflix got dominance. Think about it. Anyway, off of Amazon Prime onto, if you're just watching, you're just joining us now, watching for the first time, watching on the replay, I welcome you to the fold. You are watching MediaScope. This is the show where we talk all about media, tech, and pop culture with a side of fun and foolishness, and usually food. We're missing our food truck. Oh, wait! That is not true because the queen of food truckery, the minister of libation, is here, and I missed it. So she's here. Taco Wednesday, people. We don't do Taco Tuesdays. We do Taco Wednesdays. As a consolation, Curtis.
That's what I'm talking about. Glad you showed up, Serena. Wait, what is that? What is that?
What is what?
What is that on the screen? Cheers, MC. They
Cheers,
look like
MC.
looks like little squares.
No, those are your favorite libation.
Oh, with ice cubes. That's what it is.
Muscatel or whatever it is you like.
Well,
Wild
you,
turkey.
you don't have to come to the office now.
Oh, now you've given her a pass.
Well, things happen sometimes. So it's
Serena. Oh, now you're into Serena. He was livid when you weren't here. Here he was like with his glass all a shaking. He was livid. Don't let him fool you now with this nice. Oh well, things happen. Things don't happen for him.
yeah. I'm glad you made it safely, Serena.
Well, apparently there is a new and improved food truck, chrome rims, streaming parties on flat screen TV on the side of the truck, air fryers, and more. Do we also do tax returns and barbecue, Serena? Is that
See,
what we're doing in 2022?
see that's all. She was just at the mechanics, getting
Get a napkin and wipe the barbecue sauce off of your fingers, MC. I mean, sheesh.
it had to be something. I figured it was.
Oh, look who's here. Glow is here. She said, let me go unsubscribe from Prime. Again,
How
it
about
may be
Spotify?
worth it to you. Oh, okay. I don't even want to go into that. For the past week, we have been talking about this whole Spotify Joe Rogan thing. I don't want to talk about it today unless you guys want to broach it, but I am talked out about that whole thing. I am talked out. But clearly MC Curtis is not. All
No,
right,
I just brought it up just to kind of figured it was just kind of press a button.
Cause trouble.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, wild turkey. That's his drink.
Some of that.
And she says, oh, really? Wow. That's how you treat me, MC? We're all tired of Joe. That's why I'm like, yeah. So, laundry, lattes, and home delivery. Oh, I love it. I love that. I love that idea. Levok, you're onto something there. All right. Well, we're going to keep going because we have about half an hour left. And I promise that we are going to get out of here on time this year because I so appreciate you and I want to respect your time. So let's do it. All right. So off of Amazon Prime, and could I have photo 2, please? Let's keep talking about Amazon. Actually, there's a reason that they need all of this money because they spent $13 billion on video and music content last year. This is up from the $11 billion that they spent the year before. So again, they spent this cash on original shows for Prime Video and paying musicians through Amazon Music. They talked about this last Friday morning, that in their annual sales report or spending report, that they spent $13 billion on video and music content. This is a $2 billion increase, as I said, from 2020 when they spent $11 billion. Did I say million? I think I did. It's billion with a B. Wow. Maybe I said billion. I don't know.
So, Tachi, for the music, it's for the licensing. Is that what they're spending the money on?
It's licensing, and they have the paying the artists.
Okay. Well.
Yeah. So yeah, the licensing deals are how artists get paid. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So yes, absolutely. So here we go. They said total video and music expense includes licensing and production costs associated with content offered within Amazon Prime memberships and costs associated with digital subscriptions and sold or rented content, the report said. In other words, this includes the cost of Prime Video, shows like The Boys, for example, because that's an original show. The production of the company's Thursday Night Football broadcast. Remember, they have Thursday Night Football. Did you know that, MC?
No, you probably mentioned it, I'm sure, but
I did. We talked about this last year that they were in negotiations to secure the rights for Thursday Night Football. So they do have it now. So they've got that, the costs associated with that, and then payments to musicians for its Amazon Music product. Now, I will say this about the whole Spotify thing. I'm wondering how much of an effect this will have on Amazon, the fact that there are artists that are jumping ship. I'm sure Amazon is pleased as punch, as Hawaiian punch, as that sugary non-drink. I'm sure they are pleased because I'm sure that this would mean that there would be more artists coming over to the Amazon side, the Amazon Music side, which I'm sure they're pleased about. So we'll see. The saga continues with that. So here's the thing. Despite all of this spending, they still spend significantly less than other streamers on content, etc., because they treat the video business a little bit differently. They view it as just kind of a caveat or a sweetener for their overall Prime bundle rather than a business in and of itself. So rather than the video is our business, it's like, this is an extra. And guess what? It shows that it's an extra. I'm sorry. It feels like, that's just something extra. It feels like it. So Amazon, I'm glad you know that that's what you're doing, because that's what it feels like. Because if you were actually trying to put effort into it, that's when I would be worried. But you're not, so okay.
Right.
Good for you. You're safe. You're safe. All right, so that's what's happening, and you've got that increase of $20 per year for the yearly plans, $2 per month, and they did that because they increased their spending last year. And then finally, could I have the next picture, photo 3? Still Amazon, just different types of Amazon. So, okay, this is interesting. Now let's talk about the employee end of it. Amazon has more than doubled the maximum base pay for corporate employees. They're increasing the maximum base pay, for corporate and tech employees to $350,000. They announced this when they announced that they were going to raise the prices of Prime services by 17%. So we're wondering why the price hike. This is why the price hike. The last two things that I just talked about are the price hike. The content, spending on the content, and the fact that they're raising salaries. Okay. So
I feel better now.
Go ahead.
I said, I feel better now, don't you?
I don't feel good at all. No. And I know you're being facetious, but I
Right.
must say I don't feel good at all. That $24 could I can make meals with that. Go to Trader Joe's or Aldi, just add a little bit, get a bag of fried rice and make yourself a meal.
That sounds like a
When you put it
commercial.
that way, it's like, that hike.
Right.
Anyway, so shares of the company have skyrocketed. Last Thursday, they skyrocketed because of this impressive earnings report. They showed, excuse me, get some water. I'm so excited about this. I'm parched. So they, the shares skyrocketed. They showed a 9% year-over-year sales increase at a total revenue of $137.4 billion.
Wow.
Excuse me, billion.
Jeez.
Maybe you didn't hear, people, the number. Their total revenue was $137.4 billion.
Jeez.
So now here's the thing. Tech and corporate employees, their maximum base pay is going to be $350,000. But you know what it was before? $160,000.
Wow. So
That's more than double.
So this price hike, or excuse me, this salary increase, does it also work for individuals who are at the fulfillment centers?
And that's an excellent question. According to what I've seen, this is for tech and corporate employees. Now, at first I was looking through, I'm like, okay, corporate, do they mean that work corporate?
Right, right.
Are they including, I don't know that they're including fulfillment centers in this. Not for 350,000 as base. But there is a new pay structure, I think, that is coming into effect for Amazon employees that work in fulfillment centers, etc. So they also said that overall compensation for employees globally will be increased, though they didn't disclose how much that was going to be. Very interesting that we know that basically, if we're talking about tech and we're talking about corporate, we're really talking about executives and people in management.
Right.
For
Absolutely.
that, right? So
Right.
you made a big deal of telling us that you're going to increase it to that. And 160,000, maybe that's not good for you, but to somebody working in a fulfillment center, they would be so pleased.
Right.
So you haven't said how much this is going to be, but you made a big deal of saying how much you were going. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be good. You've already had walkouts and strikes. You might want to ease up on that. But anyway,
maybe the people at the fulfillment center, maybe they're getting the additional $2 that we're being charged. It's going
well,
to
then
them.
I would feel better about that. If that additional $2 is going to them, then that's fine, as long as it's an additional $2 per hour.
Right.
And even that's still too low. So, in any case, let's go to the room and see what they have to say. Jasmine says, "Say what now? Let me go apply at Amazon." I'm sure a lot of people heard this and they want to hear about that. Oh, wait a minute. Is Gary in the room? Here we go. Gary Lanham, the king of all real estate, is here and says, "Sorry to be late. Hello." Now, you know there's no such thing as late with MediaScope. Gary, you're welcome at any time. Welcome, Gary. Good to see you. Make sure that you remember, Taco Wednesday. Get your tacos, get your libations. We would love to have. And Jasmine said, "What about the warehouse workers?" And we knew that was going to be a question. What about the warehouse workers is basically what they said. Let's see. Oh, and so Serena knows someone who works at a fulfillment center. She's going to have to get the scoop. And please give it to me because I want to know. We the populace wants to know what
Right.
the scoop is. We want to know. SC says 137 billion. Bezos rocket to the moon, 140 billion.
Jeez.
Again, why are we on the moon? And I said this, I understand why we're on the moon. I understand what the purpose is there. well, why are you going to the moon? Well, they're not going to the moon. They're going to the edge of space. Why are you going to space?
So they're going to the edge of space to turn back around?
To turn back around. They're not going into space. Basically, remember years ago, guys, when Red Bull did this publicity stunt where a man jumped from space?
Yes, yes.
That's where they're going to, basically.
Interesting.
The edge of space. That's not space. It's the edge of space.
Right.
And really, you're doing it to show because you can. Because commercial space flights, to me, it serves no purpose except, but who am I? Just because I'm not interested in space exploration doesn't mean somebody else is not. So have at it. Anyway,
you know
let's
what?
keep going.
I
Sir.
think they're just trying to find somewhere else to live.
And I would be game for that because there's several people I want to send into space with them. Mars, the moon, please go. There are several of you that could join them. So you know what? In that case, Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, please continue developing space exploration because there's several people here that just need to go. So thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you. Let's keep going. All right. Could I have photo 4, please? Let's talk a little bit about. I suspect you're going to say no, but maybe some of you in the audience are. Is anybody a watcher of the Wendy Williams show? Curtis?
Yeah, I've watched your show in the past a few times. Yeah.
Okay. So
Yes,
we all know it now. I was more, and I think I've told you this before. I was more radio Wendy than TV Wendy, even though I still watch the show in the
Yeah, you
past.
said that.
But Radio Wendy was what kept me when I was waiting. I taught in Baltimore, but lived in DC. Traffic was horrendous. I was not trying to contend. So I sat in my office and listened to the Wendy Williams show online, on WBLS. So and it was hilarious. It was hilarious. Kept me company. Then once it was over, I would listen to the bonus hour and then make my trek back to DC. But TV Wendy is different, not better or worse, just different. So I was more of a radio Wendy. So go ahead.
So when you say not better or worse, come on now. So over all this time that you listen to the radio Wendy, you can't tell that she's changed?
No, I'm not saying it. I'm saying in terms of the show quality per se. I'm not saying the radio is better or worse than the TV is and vice versa. Yeah, no, I'm not saying better or worse. It's just different. The show itself.
Right.
Obviously, she's changed. Obviously, there's going to be changes when you jump from radio from one platform to another platform. And she had a syndicated radio show, but that's different from a nationally syndicated television show.
Do you think that she's still equally as entertaining as you were when you were listening to her on the radio, driving, getting home?
The thing is, she had a 4-hour show.
Wow, that's a lot of talking.
But that is the typical. Wait, was it? No, I think it was 2 hours, and then it was 3 hours because she did a bonus hour. So, but the typical DJ shift at a radio station is 4 hours.
Oh,
that's
okay.
a typical shift. So so it's either 4 hours. She was either on for 4 hours or 3 hours. I don't remember, but so it's a longer show. She had more time to flush things out. There were more shenanigans. There was a lot going on. When you're on television, you have 1 hour. It's very regimented. There are all these segments she had to get through. Some things were rushed. So it's different. It's a different experience. Right. That's just me. So, and those of you that were used to listening to WBLS, Wendy, you probably would agree. It's a different experience. So speaking of Wendy and Wendy Williams, she is not returning to her talk show this season. And Sherry Shepherd is actually nearing a deal for her own talk show. So you can forget about Wendy coming back to the Wendy Williams show this season, or Wendy this season. And the future of her being on the show at all is in flux. Obviously, she's had some health issues, so we don't know whether or not she's going to return. So, Sherry Shepard, who has been filling in for Wendy as she's been sick, is in advanced discussions with Lionsgate Denbar Mercury, who is a production company for this, for her own daytime talk show, and that could potentially replace Williams's series, according to Variety. So Wendy Williams' show is currently in its 13th season, and it's one of the biggest hits in daytime TV history. It's actually very, very popular.
Wow.
So, and the show was built around Wendy Williams, obviously, because she was a personality from the radio that everybody knew.
Right.
So it was built around her. And they know her, she doesn't take prisoners, she doesn't hold her tongue, and that's why people love her. So again, she's been absent from her show the entire season. There have been guest spots. Sherry Shepard has filled in the longest, and we don't know whether or not she's going to come back. Variety says it's unclear whether or not, excuse me, she's in good enough health to come back. But sources do say that if she is in good enough health and wants to return, they will receive her with open arms.
Now, what kind of health issues is she having, or have they mentioned that?
Well, she has Graves' disease.
Oh, okay.
Which is an autoimmune disease. Mm-hmm. So I don't know whether or not that's flaring up or if it is, but she's had Graves' disease for a long time. So yeah, so that's what's happening. Well, we wish Wendy well. We wish, hopefully you get a speedy recovery to get back to doing what it is you do best. So, and we know there are a lot of shenanigans involved with it, but that's what she does. All right, so let's keep moving on off of Wendy Williams on to could I have a photo 5, please? Let's talk a little bit about Byron Allen. Byron Allen has bid for the Denver Broncos. Did you know that?
I did not know that. I seen a post that something on the internet that had a question mark. It didn't give the name, but now we know it's Byron Allen.
Yes. And then Levox said that, was it Levox? No, Sir Exile said that I can't remember his name, Robert, the billionaire who, the black billionaire who paid off a lot of the tuitions of the seniors at Morehouse College.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I know he is.
So apparently he's Sir Exile said that he's put in a bid for the Broncos as well. So Byron Allen is eyeing the Denver Broncos in a bid, and that would make him the first black NFL owner. If that goes through, he's a former comedian and talk show host who went on to build a billion-dollar empire. I always say this whenever I think Byron Allen, I think of Real People. Like when it was a show that was on when we were little. Mm-hmm. Do you remember Real People?
No.
Okay, you weren't a TV addict like me, so. But anyway, he used to be on Real People. So anyway, he says this: after serious consideration, I strongly believe I can help effectuate positive changes throughout the league, and for that reason, I will be making a bid for the Denver Broncos. So apparently, in 2019, Roger Goodell and New England Patriots owner Robert Kraft, and Goodell is the NFL commissioner, came to him and asked him to take a look at buying an NFL team. So this conversation has been in the works for, at least a good couple of years, if not longer, in his own head. So you never know. All right, so good for you. We'll see what happens. I will have more on that as things develop. Let's keep going. Could I have photo 6, please? More Byron Allen, just a different shot. So, and I am so dry, sorry. So the second annual Black-owned media upfront is set for March 1st and 2nd. Now, I explained on IG what the upfronts are. That is when, and I've explained here ad nauseum several times, that the upfronts happen when shows, networks have their shows, advertisers want to put their ads next to shows and products next to shows. Here you are. So basically the shows are trying to say, this is what we have. Don't you want to advertise next to us? And the advertisers are saying, I kind of like what you have. We'll advertise next to you. That's the dance, song and dance. But what ends up happening is that media from people of color usually gets left out of this equation. That's Black media, that's Spanish language media that usually gets left out of it. So this is the second Allen Media, which is Byron Al. It's Allen Media Group. So they're showcasing their newest programming for advertisers and agency partners during the second annual Black-owned media upfront presentation, March 1st and 2nd, 1 to 4 p.m., and it's going to be virtual. So, and it's presented, and this is really cool, by TV News Check. I love TV News Check. I get a lot of the stories that we talk about here because they do a morning media thing. But I've also the cool thing is they also do these free conferences for media professionals, for professors, and I've gone like several times. So I really love TV News Check. So I was happy to hear that they are one of the people sponsoring this. So yay, TV News Check. Fantastic. So Allen says this: Black-owned media is not supported by many companies, and that is the very definition of that is something that we need to eradicate immediately. Let's use this opportunity to work together and achieve a positive change. So, as I said, TV News Check is one of the sponsors and presenters of this, and so we'll see. And I'm going to put this in the article in my timeline on my social media. So if anybody or you know anybody that's in this that wants to be involved, you can actually register for it. I wonder if as a regular person I can register. I'm not regular, I'm media, but I want to see. I think I want to try just to see. They'll probably ask me, why are you here? Never mind. You want me here. We're MediaScope.
Right.
Hey. Yeah, I'm definitely going to register. So look for me there. Virtually. All right, let's keep going. It is time to talk. Can I have photo 7? Let's talk Samsung, guys. Did you know there was a Samsung event today, MC?
Had no idea.
Well, I jumped the gun. Could we have the tech intro? Here we go. Wow, let me help you. That's all right. Okay, great. Yeah. All right. So thank you for nothing. But, anyway. So, yes, the Samsung event was today. It was the Galaxy S22. Well, it was Samsung unlocked. The big thing was the Galaxy S22, but there were a couple of things that they did talk about. But before we get to that, here's the cool thing. Not only did they do it via their website, they also did it in a metaverse. So you could actually go through. Have you ever been in a metaverse, MC?
I have not. So you need the goggles, right?
Well, yes and no. To get the full immersive experience, yes. But a metaverse can be created and people can have access to it without the headset.
Okay.
Without a VR headset. So you can create it. Like I've actually gone to, what conference was it that I went to? Somebody gave me access to it and she had access. So we were actually watching it through like her access and it was cool. She walked us through everything. It was a metaverse. So this conference took place in the metaverse. They had a party there. It was actually very cool. So when we think of the metaverse, I think we're thinking of one place and it's not. It's several different types of places, which they're working on linking together now and bridging together. So it's several different metaverses. So they had a metaverse event as a tandem to this. And this is something else I'll post so that you guys can take a look at, but you can watch as a video of it on YouTube. So if you type the event and then type metaverse, you'll be able to see it. And it's actually really cool. So let me then get photo 8 and let's talk a little bit about what was announced. Like we need another super expensive phone.
Wow.
Apparently Samsung thinks we do. So Samsung brought out their version of an S series update with the Galaxy S22 and S22 Plus. They look very similar, to be honest, to the S21, as you can see. If you see these issues on Photo 8, if you see the Photo 8, they look very similar.
Absolutely.
But they've got, yeah, it's the same thing, if you ask me. So, but yet you want us to buy something new. So here's the thing: the Galaxy X22 starts at $799.99. That's $800, and the Plus version starts at $999.99. That's $1,000. Stop fooling us with the 1 penny, people. Both are 128 gigs capacity, 8 gigs of RAM, and 8 gigs of RAM. Great. Who's
Only
down? Who's in for
only
it?
8 gigs of RAM?
I'm sorry. Did you want something more?
No, I thought it was so okay, so there's the one that starts at 7 or 799, and then the one on the far right, is that the Ultra?
Yes. The
Okay.
plus. The plus.
The Ultra, not Ultra, but just Plus.
Just plus.
Just Plus. Okay. Yeah, for some reason I thought there were 16 megabytes.
No, they do. They do have. You can get that, but this is at those starting prices.
Oh,
This is
gotcha.
what you get. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
You want more, you pay more.
Right.
That's what there was like starts at. One day
Yeah.
I want somebody to give us an all-encompassing package that includes just one day. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. You know what I forgot to do as we're doing this? I'll do it after because I thought about it. I didn't greet everybody watching on all the platforms, and I know you love me to do that. So next thing, Android tablets are hopefully making a comeback with their new Tab 8 Ultra. So the Ultra is in the tablet. That's probably what you were thinking. So it has a 14.6-inch OLED screen and starts at $1,999.
Oh, wow. Gee,
Not for a tablet.
never mind.
Not today. Not today, Satan. Mm-mm.
Jeez.
So those were the major things that they announced. They also talked about the fact that they're partnering with Google. They're continuing to partner with Google to launch features on the phones first, right? So this time you can do remote watch parties with YouTube inside Google Duo and a YouTube Premium trial. If anybody cares, raise your hand. So I don't know. I
Right.
don't know that they needed to do a whole event for this. Sometimes I'm like, you know what? A press release would have worked fine for this.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
think. I don't think there's that much different. Well, watch the event. I actually did watch the event. It's on YouTube. Go back and watch the event if you are so inclined, and you can see. But anyway, yeah, the Samsung Galaxy event was it. Well, it's actually more than the Galaxy. It is Samsung Unlocked.
Okay, quick question. How does the
Yeah.
Samsung events, how do they line up with the Apple events in regards
Excellent question. Could I have photo 10?
You may.
Thank you very much. So, Apple's next product launch could be in March. And this is what we're expecting. A budget 5G iPhone and a new iPad is expected. So, this is according to Taxi. And again, it could be as early as next month. This will be the first major event that Apple will be doing since October when the new MacBook Pro with that stupid notch was released. Get rid of it. I'm not going to buy another one until you get rid of that notch. It's ridiculous. So, again, there are a whole bunch of people that do these these Apple predictions, and they're usually very accurate. He stated that it could take place on March 8th. We could see again a lower cost 5G iPhone SE and a new iPad and another new Mac. So there's your answer, sir.
Yeah. So, in your opinion, though, do you like the? I mean, is there a lot of hype behind the Samsung events? Do they compare regards to the
Oh, that's what you're asking?
yeah, yeah.
For tech reporters, for techies, for technophiles, yes, there's a lot of hype around any tech event if you are
Mhm.
reporting on it or you're a
Right.
techie yourself. But for the public, probably not, because what we do is we choose sides, right? Your team iPhone, your team Android.
Right.
And
Right.
so generally, you're going to watch the events that align with the tech that you like anyway. Unless you are into, like, I'm interested in tech overall, so I watch every event. I watch the play Sony PlayStation events, even though I'm not a gamer, but
Mhm.
it holds interest for me. But for the
Right.
public, average person in the public that's just looking to maybe buy something, they're probably choosing sides with this. And so, no, to be fair, the fanfare that is usually surrounding the Apple event is not the same when the events were events. It's not the
Mhm.
same. It's still, interesting, but not with the that Apple did, because they did that every
Right.
time,
Right. Right.
and that was the song they always used. It wasn't, but
Right.
all right, it's 7:07. We're 7 minutes over. So we actually are going to get ready to end this, but I do want to have one more story to leave you on. Could I have, oh, you know what? There was a whole bunch of NFT stuff that I had. And I probably will have to, let me just mention the fact that there is a house in Tampa that is being offered as an NFT, a non-fungible token, meaning that the deed is being turned into an NFT. And the caveat is that you get the house. Bidding is starting at 650, but they are actually postponing it because there are 2,000 people interested in bidding on this one. Well, it's not just a house anymore. It's really an NFT. So wanted to add that. But let's go to, could I have photo 15, please? This is Fashion Week. New York Fashion Week is upon us, and you all know I love fashion. So UPS has taken to New York Fashion Week for a fashion debut. Interestingly enough, spotlighting Black designers. So they've partnered with New York Fashion Week as the official logistics partner, and they're delivering items to and from the event, but they're also presenting their first apparel collection in the collaboration with In the Black, which is a nonprofit backing upcoming Black designers. So it's a 14-piece collection that includes t-shirts, hoodies, hats, backpacks, multi-tool, and even wireless speakers and homeware. Interesting. Who is interested in fashion from UPS? Anybody?
Mm-mm.
Brown and yellow. Good. That sounds great. Let's go to the room and get some comments in before we end. By the way, what's up to everybody watching us on YouTube? We appreciate you. If you're watching on Facebook, thank you for being here. If you are partaking on Twitter, we love you. And for listening tomorrow on Gospel 107.1 FM, blessings.
Yes, blessings.
Look who is here. David Benjamin Eccles is here and says, I am Team FedEx. But would you wear FedEx fashions? You could be Team United States Postal Service. Would you wear fashions from them? That's what I want to know. Do you get the truck too? You do not. Gail Taylor is here. Hey, Gail. The news this week. I know. Lots of stuff going on. Wait. Levox said FedEx and UPS are now merging into Fed Up. Levox, you win.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
You win. Nadine says.
Good stuff.
Oh, Jasmine says run it up. All right, she's down apparently. Or maybe she's talking about the phones. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for joining us. It is 7:10. Thanks for dealing with us 10 minutes past the hour. This is better than what we usually do. So we're aiming to get just for 1 hour, 10 minutes past. MC, any final words?
Great show.
Thank you. I'll be sending you some UPS swag in the mail just for that.
Please
Love
do.
you for watching. Great. You could wear that for when you go dance. The dollars will fly then. Love you for watching. Bid you adieu. You guys, myself, MC Curtis, and this wonderful UPS fashion show will all exit. Stage left. See you guys next week. Cheers.
Ciao, everybody.
I hide.
Yeah, Close the doors, walk across the corridor. We got something to show you. Media is our repertoire. Fed up with the same news, no channel.